Hello and welcome back to the Sands for what's going to be our level 23 episode of Reborn. We've been going along pretty nicely, admittedly only on Reaper 2, but still to be going along alone on that and doing relatively comfortably I think is quite nice. The build having hit level 23 is taking shape with the acquisition of these important second cores. So we've got a DDO there, which saves us messing about with Mikael hireling. Also, remember every core in here is worth one sneak attack dice plus some ranged power, so that's nice. This core, Ghost Touch, we already have on the gear anyway, but 5 dodge and fort bypass is nice. I did used to take the Holy Strike feat in the absence of anything better for the extra dodge and fort bypass as listed there, but increasingly, especially with the arrival of the new epic and legendary feats they've offered, there are things competing with that. So we'll have a look as we go up and see what we think. We've gone into tier 3 here, so we've improved the Shiradi mantle and also the very important Hunt's End. So we've got 2 really nasty single target damages here. Usually 1 clip of either of those is enough to destroy a single target. If it's a red boss, putting both in can make a serious dint into it. At the moment I am pushing up in this tree. We've got some spell power there, some less threat, and then we're going to push up into here. As mentioned before, for the it's the third one I want there. The sonic damage of epic strikes from this tree is doubled, and that's on such a short cooldown, and the sonic damage is quite a nice chunk, so even more so once we get that. This is going to one clip a lot of things, which is going to be very desirable. Make our life a little bit easier when those nasties like Reapers and such pop up. Okay, so we did the back end of the Sands in Heroic. I figured we'd do some of the meat of it here in Epic. So I wanted to try, don't worry, I'm going to spare you Chains of Flame. We're not going to do that in Epic. I wanted to try the Offer of Blood here and the Wizking. Wizking when soloing, I've found it does help to have a DDO, because if you get to a stage when you realise you're not in the right tower and you need to go quickly back, the DDO is so handy for that.
An inordinate amount of dust whirls around this steep, narrow bridge.
There is often a red name up on the way down here to Offer of Blood, which I usually will stop and deal with for the bronze tokens that it could give. Actually, with our Morning Lord life in mind, I think it could drop something interesting to us. A trinket, isn't it, that does positive and fire and light. But not this time. We do get the tokens we came for though. This another one of those wildernesses that only has heroic variant, so no epic slayers or anything like that in here. Not that that would make too much difference, I don't think, to
This
most people just
enormous
charging
crater
through and going for the
is
quests.
Volcour Spiral, site of many ritual sacrifices. Your dangerous climb ends high above a large chamber, the site of many ritual sacrifices to Volcour.
There are quite a few opponents in here who can remove your buffs. If that happens, I'll just have to keep pushing on, because I never quite know which ones have been removed, given there's a fair old chunk of stuff up on the bar there at the moment.
A golden vessel atop the altar catches your eye. You slip the offering into your pack, careful not to spill.
Target the big guy. Put both of our big attacks into him. He still isn't dead, the beggar. I think he's gone down underground there. Still not dead. Finally, okay.
From the upper reaches of this chamber. The drow are coming for you.
Get out of this open area. I think we've delayed the pursuit at least.
These
Okay. Oh, now that's where it pays to have the big single shot. Such a nice short cooldown as well. It really does do great for us, that thing. And now between our displacement and our armor class, we were getting plenty of misses from those archers on the side that I never even paid attention to. So while I'm not boosting, just about every attack I'm using is a special one now, which is nice. Okay, let's get the boost on.
Volcour the Hunter desires a new offering of blood.
I went for the purple numbers against him, and I think that's worked quite well. Yes. I'm still not sure it's correct to do that while the boost is going. I probably waste more damage than I gain, but hey ho. There we go, we've got some customers behind us. Let's see if we can make a happy pile out of this lot. Nice. Should really be looking out for the little bags that they can drop on the floor for the bronze tokens, but in this one I tend to just push on because quite easy to get bogged down and start to struggle. Pretty soon there's going to be the least favourite section of most people in here. Now, do we have a Reaper in there? I don't think we do, so let's try Invase. We'll put the feather fall on. Hope for the best. Oh, we do have a Reaper down at the bottom that I hadn't seen. Can't stop now, we'll stop and deal with it when we get through. I think I must have been immune to that. What did he cast? Exhaustion or something like that. I was looking for a debuff on the bar and there wasn't one.
A palpable aura surrounds this lone drow, an avatar of Volkur the Cunning.
Come on, it's them or us. Nice.
The dank and gloom of the spiral gives way to fresh air and sunlight. Find Calyx Shattermoon and make your escape.
Oh, a scroll of radiant force field there. I'd like to collect those to try and make shards from them. Try to lock them in my inventory so I don't accidentally sell them. Same for potions of the same. I think they are like drop only in the game. You can't buy them. In fact, I'm pretty sure they are. So just slowly over time I save stacks of them and put them up for shards when I have enough. Speaking of shards, I don't think my augment from Mythdrana sold for the 50 shards I tried, so I'm going to have to lower my price. So clearly the stuff on the auction house is either unrealistic or I had the wrong one to attract the big prices. The one I was trying to sell was a heroic one, so perhaps that was the problem there. People are more likely to pay top dollar for endgame gear, I'm sure.
This impressive structure houses the tomb of the Wizard King.
For those of you lamenting the absence of the bear, or another, she's still very busy with her master's degree. It's one of the slight downsides to doing like a recorded series like this. You have to sort of commit to certain times. There's a 4-hour time difference between the bear and I, for instance, and it does, especially when time is short, it does mean that we struggle a bit to find the time for such things. So I guess this one would be a series of practicality before anything else. It just means whenever I have a minute or two, I can go and get a level or two done and record a couple. So I suppose ultimately that's going to knock a week or two over the time for the whole thing. Not that that's really a big deal for me. It just means I can go ahead and do a level or two without having to depend on the availability of something else. That was always something I disliked in my old job at work. Whenever there was a task that required somebody else's input or another company's input and things would get stalled for that, I was always a bit over that. But as regards this stuff, I am aware, having watched some of them, bits of some of them back, that it almost invariably makes for nicer content, a nicer feel when there's more than one person in the group, not just my droning monologue. So I can see both sides to that. Ooh, that hurts. Get rid of that.
Hurry, for the Wizard King awaits.
Okay, I'll always try and do the tower without any collapsing floors first, just for convenience's sake. Why don't I just boost here? It takes some knocking down those things, don't they? I forgot to do the double shot Reaper boosting with that as well. So yes, straight on is the one, because it takes you straight up. You can't have any collapsing floors here. Whoa! I think quite soon on my agenda will be the Watchful Eye, just for convenience's sake, so most of the boxes flash up without me having to search for them. And then eventually I think we take a feat that gives us 5 double shot for having that. Ooh. What did he put on us? Some kind of fatigue there. Try to hit him with the lightning mote. And of course he's hit us with the mummy rot, why wouldn't he have? Remove disease. Remove curse. Okay, let's make sure we don't fall down the... For any of you who didn't know, these little extra things that are not part of the floor, can you see it's like an extra overlaying section? They're safe from the collapsing floor stuff, so they can save you a frustrating trip back down the let's see if we can get them all here. Love it, I love it. What are you doing, sir? Now, danger, is there a box here somewhere? Yeah. just read the tablet if you have enough intelligence for it. It tells us we're in the wrong place, so don't need to do anything else here. Just DDO out and try the next tower. If we were running with 2 or 3 of us, we could go all the way up to the top and get extra XP for doing the optional kills at the top of each one. But here we're only interested in Ryum. Oh. There's no box for me here. Ah. Any more down there?
Stone falls away from beneath your feet.
Oh, does it now? I haven't even got onto the stone, so that's interesting.
Crumbling stone falls away from beneath your feet.
I should have put feather fall on there. Let's put the feather fall on now. So it's only
crumbling stone falls away.
It's only on the ground level where the stone can fall away like that. And there's only 2 places at random where it can happen. One where half the floor falls and one where the whole floor falls. So we know now that if it turns out this isn't the way to Ryum, the last path will not have any crumbling stone. At least I sincerely hope not. Oh, hello. So you saw we almost one-clipped him with the plucker string there. So we're getting to a good place. Once we do unlock that extra damage on that attack, we're going to be happily one-clipping a lot of stuff, I think. Nice. Did we get away without the mummy rot? No, of course we didn't. Put some good hurt onto him though there. Oh, hello. What are you people doing? Now that's unfortunate. I've just used the knockdown thing. What we got down there, Mummy Avenger? Maybe I can just sneak down here and see what's waiting for us at the top of this. What do we have? It's Ryum, okay. Did we see any traps in here? I don't think so. How many boosts do we have left? 4, that's alright. Oh. I'll take that. probably mention this every time I'm in here, but it does bear repeating. Those bronze tokens can be used to get some really nice items from the vendor in the Sands public area. You need 625 of them, and it's the stuff that would normally come from the rare chests in the wilderness area, like the Ring of Spell Storing, for instance. Can come in super handy for any aspiring casters. Save you quite a bit of pain as well, because some of those wilderness encounters can take quite some running to, and the things are not by any means dropping too often in those chests. It's nice, and I do believe we avoided the mummy rot, finally.
An Ifriti blocks your path. No mortal may.
Maybe we don't need to boost against this. Okay. I'm always happy when I get the fire one, because the other two, the air ones, they disappear and make you wait for them, don't they? Okay, let's get stuck in. See if our lightning thing will work against him. Nope, looks like he's completely immune to it. The sonic does work though. Okay.
With careful fingers, you take the ancient scrolls and place them into your path.
So not too bad, all told. I'm always thinking in the back of my mind how we might have gone on had we tried 4. I think we would certainly have struggled to be one clipping the nastier things then, and the incoming damage, especially from the casters, would have been quite a challenge, as we saw in the last life with the bear. When we were doing 4, she had my build here and I had the sorcerer, if you recall. So yeah, I think we're doing a reasonable pace on a reasonable level here. What do we get? We get, oh, I can't tell now. I think we get around 700-800 Reaper XP a quest doing it on 2 of these, which isn't terrible by any means. Better than a smack in the face. Right, I think that's about all for this one. Thanks very much as always for looking. I'll go and complete Evening Star 2 and then see where our adventures take us next. Take care.